Hello and welcome to Queen TV. Today I'm going to be continuing talking about Amanda Bynes, who is somebody that we've been talking about on this channel, who is currently in a conservatorship, and we are just questioning whether this is the right thing for her. Well, I don't say questioning. I'm just looking into things with a new light because she's said over the years that she doesn't want to be in it, and we obviously know what's gone on with Britney, and I think it's important for us to look at the information for ourselves and not just let the media, who we know lies to us, tell us things. So let's talk about her parents today, in the background of her parents. Now, her parents are called Rick and Lynn. I mean, come on, guys. Her mum is called Lynn. Britney's mum's called Lynn. It's just like, I don't think anybody, you know what I mean? It's just crazy that this is where we're at, like, that their names are the same. It's like, did they come out of the same factory to do the same nonsense to their children? Like, how did this work? But anyway, her parents, Lynn and Rick. Lynn was a dental assistant and Rick was a dental surgeon, I believe, or a dentist anyway. And they were kind of well-to-do, so I guess you can't suggest that completely, that they were just in this completely and only for the money. But one thing I will say is that her dad, Rick, actually wanted to do comedy himself, and that's kind of how Amanda got into it in the first place. Now, this is why I wanted to make this video and make this own video, because these are the small details that sometimes people leave out that I feel like make such a difference. Because one thing that we have all seen in some way in media and TV or whatever, YouTube if it's that, is the reality where a parent or parents try to live a reality through their child, or or abuse their child, maybe because they are they're having an opportunity that they've always wanted to have. And so for me, I feel like with Rick, I feel like there is a sense of jealousy there, and I'm just going to go straight for the jugular, in the sense that he clearly wanted to do comedy, her being, I think, the youngest to get scouted at the Laugh Factory or something like that, and be scouted by, you know, proper big industry people. Now, we're assuming, as people always assume, because people always assume the best of people when you really shouldn't, you know, Jesus didn't trust nobody, so why are we? People assume that obviously her parents would have been happy for her, but what if in fact her dad was not happy for her at all, and in fact her dad was actually jealous, and that jealousy and maybe him feeling like maybe she didn't deserve it, maybe he felt like he deserved to have these things instead, maybe based on the way that he had worked, because you never know, guys. Obviously a lot of what I'm saying is just speculation, but it's important to question these things, because a lot of the time people are just quick to be like, oh, her parents needed to do this and they needed to do that. We have to question the motives of people and why they're actually doing the things that they are doing. Why is he so eager? Why and not just assume, sorry, the best. Of course, it's good to want the best from people, and you would hope that the people in your life that you've built relationships with do have the best intentions for you. However, a lot of the time people are harboring of jealousy, and I think one thing that I've definitely seen a lot in the world, and I believe is a thing that people don't speak about enough, is the fact that a lot of people who are talented in a certain way have a lot of other people on the other side that are jealous, because in this world we live in, people can't just accept that some people are going to be really intelligent in one way, some people are going to be really gifted in another way, and they're all different types of gifts, and they're all beautiful, and they all have a place in this world. We don't think like that. Everybody thinks that they're dumb just because a lot of people are smart, and then they think that their life doesn't mean anything because they're not the smartest. But then if you're massively gifted, a lot of people just think it's not fair and you don't deserve it, and you just got it because you're lucky. There's just this sense of jealousy that comes around people being really good at something, and so that's why I kind of feel like us ignoring that is an option when we look at these things is very problematic for us, and it's very problematic for people like Amanda Bynes, because that could be genuinely what is going on. And if we're not prepared to understand or to receive that is what's going on, we can find ourselves in a situation where we think that we're supporting somebody and we're actually not supporting them. We're actually supporting the very opposite thing that helps her, because even her dad in and of himself is somebody she has repeatedly not wanted anything to do with and has spoken against, and yet has been the same person that the public and media have pushed as though needs to step in to help her. So it's like I feel like a lot of where she is because, and how she's been feeling, and how, you know, she's gone off the rails, as people might say, is because she's got people intervening who are the very people she wants to get away from. But the reason that they're getting away with doing it is because everybody's believing the stories they're telling the media, and so they're pushing for them. And then if she's not happy, and if she creates a big enough fuss, all they're going to do is send her to a mental health hospital. And I think that's really sad. And I think it's important to understand that. And I'm not agreeing with everything she said. And I'm not saying I believe every single thing she said is true or whatever. I'm just saying that we do have to look at things, and we do have to look at people's motives and think about it and think about what things might mean, especially when the fact that her dad wanted to be in comedy as well, and he wanted to do comedy, but he was a dentist. I'm wondering if maybe, you know, he looked at her and was like, wow, she's doing this thing. I got a good job. Because this is what a lot of people in these scenarios are like. They're like, well, I got a good job and I did this and I did this. You only managed to do that because you were lucky. Then this whole idea of people just being lucky, I think, can create a lot of resentment and jealousy. I don't know if that's the case. Like I said, I'm just speculating, but I would like to hear you guys' thoughts. So please let me know that in the comment section down below. And obviously subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing lots of these smaller videos about Amanda Bynes in their own playlist. So please check them out. You can choose which thing you want to find out about. But I just want to support her by looking at things hopefully from a different lens and not just assuming things because the media is saying it, especially when the media has such a close relationship with her family. Other than that, if you did like the video, please like it, and God bless you all, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.